Today is July 29th, 2019. And I just got back from my walk job. So good morning. It's the dog days of summer for sure. It's hot and sticky, but now I'm back here, and the thing that I'm being led to think about, I turn to, again, one of my sources, Utmost for His Highest by Oswald Chambers. And it's from the Gospel of Mark, chapter 6, verse 45. He made his disciples get into the boat and go before him to the other side. It says, what is my vision of God's purpose for me? Whatever it may be, his purpose is for me to depend on him and on his power now. If I can stay calm, faithful, and unconfused while in the middle of the turmoil of life, the goal of the purpose of God is being accomplished in me. God is not working toward a particular finish. His purpose is the process itself. What he desires for me is that I see him walking on the sea. No shores, no success, no goal, but simply having the absolute certainty that everything is all right because I see him walking on the sea. It is the process, not the outcome, that is glorifying to God. The process, not the outcome. Lord, I see you walking on the waves. I see you walking in the sea. I offer you this time and I offer you this practice. And I pray that anybody who may join me in this follows you as well. You are the reason, the intention. The goal is to know you and to be more like you. And then to live a life that's grateful. To share what you give us with others. Because your way's best. So Lord Jesus, I offer you this time. And it's in your name I pray. Amen. Okay, let's come to all fours. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, lined up, bottom rib engaged, long spine. My gaze is cast down and slightly to the front. Cat-cow flow, inhaling, and then exhaling. Pushing the floor away. Inhale, lifting, maybe flexing and rounding the ankles maybe as you round the spine, pushing the floor away. Just warming into that back. This will be a full practice. So make sure you have some hand weights nearby if that's what you choose to do when we get into that flow. Have some water. Make sure that you're good to exercise. I hope you've always checked with your doctor and made sure that it's okay for you to do exercises and yoga and things like that, just to be smart. And now coming into neutral spine. Again, bottom rib, navel engaged, long. Open up the knees, put the big toe hallux joint together, sit back. Child's pose. Extend the arms forward, shoulder blades toward the armpits, reaching, middle fingers toward the top of the mat, index finger and thumb like an L. Hips going back toward the heels. Inhale. Exhale, coming up nice and gentle, nice and easy. Shoulders over the wrist. Adjust the knees as you lower yourself down. Baby flow here. Baby, baby, chaturanga. Thumb is right there toward the bottom of the jog bra area, if you're wearing one. Elbow is 90 degrees. That's what you want. This shape is 90. A lot of people do this, and you'll blow out your elbow over time. So here's a safer version. Landing feet, hands. Push your hips into the mat. Extend it long as you exhale and push the floor away. Your arms should be directly over your wrist, your shoulders over your wrist. Inhale, squeeze between your hip bones and come right back into that child's pose. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, coming up. Again, baby flow, baby chaturanga, lower down. Don't spend a lot of time there hovering. I just don't want you hurting your shoulders or your elbows. Push the hips into the mat, lift up, and push the floor away as you exhale. This time I'm going to go into downward dog. So I'm going to keep my feet flat. You feel free to curl your toes under. Exhale, coming on up. Beautiful. Downward dog. Middle fingers lined to the top of the mat. Index finger, thumb is an L shape. Eye of the elbow rolled up and forward. Shoulder blades coming towards your armpits. Tailbone up to the sky. Uddiyana Bandha. Let the abs roll up under your diaphragm and lock them in. Pushing back into your heels as you lift up into your sacrum bone. That's your tailbone right here. Up to the sky. Beautiful. Now we're going to do a rippling plank. Inhale, shoulders are wide. Exhale, bend the knees, lean out and forward. Hips up, squeeze between the hip bones, come up. 2 more. Bend the knees, lean forward. Hips up. Inhale, last one. Exhale, bend the knees, lean forward. This is the warm-up. And coming up. Beautiful. Adding on. Left knee now comes under the midline of the body, right there under the hip. Left hand under your face, blade that back right foot and open the right shoulder, rib, and hip. Modified side plank. Watch me first if you've never done this side plank, and with caution. Side plank is challenging. Here's full side plank. I put my feet one in front of the other. You can hold this, or now you can take the arm over your head, reach away, bend the knees, and come into diagonal. 2 more. I love this movement because it really develops the shoulder girdle, but you really need to be careful. I don't do any more than 3 or 4. And then coming on down. Beautiful. Plant the right foot, lift the left leg up, bend, hydrant. I'm going to lift my left hip bone up to the sky, and I see my left heel under my right armpit. Inhale. Exhale. Pull that left knee under toward the face. Lift your hips and place the left foot forward. Blade the right coming up. Warrior feet. Heel lined up with the arch. Warrior 2. Left knee is 90. Right, both hips are opening. I'm blading into that right back pinky toe side, the skinny side of the back foot. Energy flowing out. You can have palms down, palms up, as long as your shoulders are down. Rib cage is down. Beautiful. Nice. Warrior 1. Shoulders square. Turn the shoulders and torso as this right hip now pushes forward. Left hip stays facing the left pinky toe. Opening up. It's just a little bit of a twist here in the torso. We're still just warming up. Beautiful. Inhale. Peaceful warrior. Right arm comes down, left arm goes up. Reach up, extend through these left rib cage, all of the intercostals in the ribs. Long neck. Inhale. Triangle pose. Exhale. Coming down, straightening the left leg. Coming down. Maybe you want to grab one of your hand weights and keep it right here next to you tall, like this. Or maybe you have a yoga block. Or maybe you don't need one at all. But you want to keep this left leg straight. I'm coming down. I put my hand right behind my thumb. Heel, and my thumb behind my heel. And opening my right shoulder, right rib, right hip. Blading open, everything opening. Beautiful. Triangle pose. We're going to do all of that again. Inhale. Looking down. Exhale. Release. Come on up. Warrior 2. Inhale. Right arm comes forward. Warrior 1. Just a little bit of a twist. Inhale. Peaceful warrior. Left arm stays up. Bend if you care to. Look up if you care to. Get long. Inhale. Beautiful. Triangle. Exhale. Straightening the left leg. Coming down. Tilting. I'm tucking this left hip in as I reach my torso out. It's like I'm tucking my left femur bone into the back pocket of my left hip. Coming up. And again, feel free to come up higher if you need to. Stacking the shoulders. Opening that right side body, right shoulder, right rib, right hip. Inhale. Exhale, release. Coming up and over. We're going to do all of this to the other side. But first, let's come to a low lunge to the right. Coming on down. I'm getting into the ball of my back left foot. Right knee is 90. If you have issues with your knee, you might want to put a blanket or a pillow or something under your knee. Feel free to hover it as well. You can stay here if this is more comfortable. It's just another option. So here, carefully, I'm staying in the ball of my back foot. Low lunge, shoulders down, rib cage down, gaze is at an angle up, long neck. Inhale. Release the hands down, exhale. Engage the back leg and lift the back knee up. Beautiful. Plant the hands, get strong. We're going to step this right leg straight back. Inhale. Exhale, coming back. Plank. Get your balance, get your bearings. And all fours. Cat and cow. Beautiful. One more. Cat and cow. Beautiful. Come to neutral spine, engage that navel. Open up, child's pose. Sit back in that V-shaped knee as you walk the hands forward. Shoulder blades coming down toward the armpits, inhaling. Baby flow here, exhale, coming up. Shoulders over the hands, little bitty tiny chaturanga, nice and easy. 90-degree elbows. Push the hip bones into the mat and lift up. Cobra. Thighs up dog if you want to. Coming into downward dog. Exhale. Or go back into that child's pose. Curl the toes under maybe or leave them flat like I did. You can play with this. It's your yoga. Here comes that rippling plank. Shoulders are wide. Bend the knees. Exhale. Coming forward. Exhale on your exertion. And then hips up. Squeeze between the hip bones. Two more. Bend the knees. Reach your body out forward. Get long, get long. Squeeze between the hip bones. Come up. Exhale. Beautiful. One more. Inhale. Bend the knees. Exhale. Rippling plank. Take it forward. Exhale. Hips up. Relax the neck. Bring this right knee under the right hip in the midline of the body. Right hand under your face. Blade the left foot, left shoulder, left hand goes up. Get your balance. Again, decide, do I need to do this any further or is this good? Because anything to do with the shoulders, you need to really assess your strength. Okay, go slowly. I'm feeling good, so the right foot goes behind the left. I'm in now full side plank. Inhale. I'm going to exhale, reach the hand over my head, bend the knees, coming into this diagonal. Beautiful. Two more. Over, shoulder over the wrist, and then diagonal long. Shoulder away from the ears. One more. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. Coming over, downward dog. Planting that left foot, lifting the right leg up, hydrant. Bend the right knee over toward the left side, and I see my right heel under my left armpit. I'm lifting my right knee, right hip up. Inhale. Exhale, bring it back under the body. Exhale, step it forward. Blade the left foot. Warrior feet. Coming on up. Warrior two. Feels good. Blading into the back left foot. Right knee is 90. All I see is my right big toe. Right knee going toward the pinky toe. Energy flowing out. Shoulders over the hips. Centered. Pull the rib cages down. Breathe. Warrior one. Square the shoulders with the top of the mat. Push this left hip forward as the right knee continues to track toward the pinky toe. This left leg still stays bladed. It doesn't move. It's just a little twist in the hips. Very subtle. And in the shoulders, twist. Shoulders down, the shoulder blades down. Beautiful. Warrior one. Open up your toes. Peaceful warrior. Right arm goes up. Beautiful. Opening this whole right side body. Inhale. Triangle pose. Exhale. Straightening the right leg. Coming down. Tucking that femur bone into that back hip as you reach further out right. Coming down. Again, maybe you have a block. Maybe you stop somewhere right around here. Maybe you put this arm back here and just feel how it feels first. Coming down. And then once you're there, deciding how deep you want to go. Opening that left side body, left rib, left hip. Let's do that whole little flow all over again. Inhale, looking down. Get your balance. Exhale, coming up. Lift. Warrior two. Breathe. Warrior one. Shoulders down. Peaceful warrior. Right arm up. Extend. Inhale. Straighten the right leg. Triangle pose. Coming down. Beautiful. Getting your balance. Deciding where you are. And then fully expressing it. Maybe mudra. Get the shoulder down away from your ear. Get that left shoulder blade is coming toward the midline of your back. Now we're going to go up and over to the other side. Inhale, look down. Exhale, come on up all the way. We're going all the way over into that low lunge. Decide if you need to protect this right knee. Get into the ball of that right back foot. Once you're deciding, okay, I'm going to come down on the knee or I'm going to stay up here, maybe. Come in here. As a runner, jogger, runner, this front hip area, the hip flexors, the groin, they really get tight. So that's what this whole flow is designed for. If you're into running, jogging, power walking, then this flow is really for you, because that's what I do. Beautiful. Rib cage is down. Inhale and release it down. Energize that right leg up. You're going to step this left leg straight back into plank. On your exhalation, inhale deeply. Exhale, step back and hold for just a sec. Get your balance, get your bearings. Exhale, hips up, downward dog. Let's walk out that dog. Warm up is over. Inhale. Bend the knees, step forward. If you're into hopping, you can hop. As you're here, bend the knees, grab your weights. Back is flat, engaged. Bring your weights to your heart. Push the floor away, come on up. Nice. Moving on into the hand weight section. If you need to grab them, grab them. We're just going to do some squats. Line up inner shoulder, hip bone, patella, tall man toe, all lined up. Get a good grip on your weights, down and up. And up. Try to get the hips behind the knees and as low as you can get going without losing your balance. You can counterbalance with the weights and then push through all four corners of your feet. If you haven't heard me use that term before, in your feet you have four corners. 2 in the ball, 2 in the heel. Be balanced. No, don't fall over. Give me one more of these. We're just getting set up, getting ready for movement with weights. All right, now squat. Bring arms up, tricep squat. Elbows right there by your temples, come down. And push. See if you're in balance. Are you pushing on one foot more than the other? Try to make it balanced. Try to get those weights to go way down your back as much as you can, and then push up through your thumbs so that you're using the triceps, which is the back part of your arm. One more. And then come on up, beautiful. Inhale, exhale, weights to your chest. We're moving on. Step out to the right, curtsy squat. If anybody's done weights movement with me, they know I love curtsy squat. It's just a good overall leg, hip, shoulder movement. So stepping the left foot behind the right, step out, right foot behind the left. Beautiful. Adjust your shoulders. A lot of people tend to lean forward. Find that place where you're balanced. Challenge yourself. Breathe. Give me 2 more. Last one. Hold. Adding on. Bring the left knee up, arms out, palms up, slightly in front of the body. Get your balance. I'm looking down. I'm lifting the left knee up. Exhale, standing abs. Exhale. 7, 6, 5, soft shoulders. 4, 3, squeeze between the hip bones. Last one. Bring the weights in. Step that left foot forward. Warrior 3 balance. Tilt down. You can use that right leg as a kickstand. Flex the foot. Right hip bone facing straight down to the floor. And exhale, lift. Imagine you're putting your weights in your pocket. Right there at your hip bones. Squeeze the mid upper back. 4 more. Lift from the heel to the glute. Exhale. 2 more. 1 more. Adding on, stepping back on that right foot, weights to the heart. Lift the left inner thigh, turn the toes out. And I call them platter arms, like you're offering a big platter. Exhale. 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 Squeeze between the hip bones, ribs down. 4, 3, long neck. 2, and 1. Bring the weights in, knee in. Here we go, curtsy squat, going to the other leg. Step out left. Step out right. Get your balance. Find your rhythm. Find where your shoulders need to be, where your hips need to be. Couple more. Coming in, last one. Hold. Right leg is back. Bring that right knee up now. Arms out. Here we go again. Standing abs. Exhale, lift. 7, 6, shoulders down, weights just slightly in front. 4 more. 3, breathe. 2, slower is harder. 1, weight to the heart, step that right foot forward, warrior 3. Left hip to the straight down. Row it up. Up, squeeze that upper mid back. 4 more. 4, 3, focus. 2, weights to the heart, step the left foot back. Right inner thigh out. Woo, hold on to it. One side is kind of goofy, that's normal. Here we go, platter arms. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, inner thigh. 3, 2, adding on, weights to the heart, hold that knee in. Step it out wide, plie position. Angle the knees out toward the pinky toes. I'm pressing in through all 4 corners and then trying to think toward the blade sides of my feet. And I'm now lifting my big toes to help me stay in that position. Down and up. Row it up. Pull up a blanket. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Keep pressing the knees wide. 2, same legs, change the arms, delts. Arms like L's. 8, 7, 6. Press the knees wide. 4 more. 4, get low. 3, 2, get low. Adding on, left hand, right ankle down. Try to keep in that plie position. Right arm overhead and away, over the head, down. Keep pressing the knees wide. Try not to straighten the legs. Down, right arm over. 1 more, 1 more. Left arm down, right arm over. Switching side now, right hand down, left ankle. Left arm over. Relax your neck. Left ankle, right hand. Left hand over, the dyslexic nightmare, oh my gosh. Rights and lefts. Beautiful, 1 more, 1 more, keep moving. Keep those knees down. Now we're just gonna hold that over the head part. Wrist is in, relax the neck. Get the arms first. Really working the waist. Feels good, kind of stretching that. Don't go too far. You can hyperextend the intercostals between the rib cages, those little muscles that hold your rib cage. And now straighten and then plie squat. Straighten and then plie squat. Yes. Woo, 2 more. Last one. Adding on. Bring it in. Weights to the heart. Turn to the right. Lunge down. Put the weights on either side of your mat. Get your balance. Step the right foot back into downward dog. Now staying here is an option. Or now you lift that right leg up, 3-legged dog. Now pull that right knee under the body and aim the knee toward the left elbow. And now crunch, crunch, little twist crunch. 4 more, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the legs back. You can stay right here. Or now coming down on your right elbow, then your left. Hovering, elbow push-ups. Drop the right hip. Come back up. Left hip. Come back up. Right hip. Left hip. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Hold. And now relax. Unplug. Get long. Getting ready for Cobra. 90-degree elbows. Push the hip bones into the mat. Exhale. Stretch all that out. Gentle squeeze between the hip bones. Long neck. Gaze is forward. Chin is parallel. Shoulders down. Inhale. Exhale. Take it back. Child's pose. Open the knees. Sit back. Stretch it all out. Oh, that feels good. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Come on up. Now we're going to go into some abs. Inhale, more abs. Bend the knees, step forward. Go to the top of the mat. Coming down. Find your tailbones. Knees are bent slightly out in front of you. Grab your weights. Bring it to your chest first. Don't try to bend and pull up from the side. Bring it in. And bring it in. Okay. I'm pushing the big toe hallux joint together. Shoulders over the hips to start. Arms up, soft elbows. Take it down. Press the knees together. Inhale up. Exhale, lean back. Keep your chest lifted. Do not let the spine round down. Lift up. And now lift. Come on up. That's 1. 2. 2 more. Last one. Nice. Weights to the heart. Kayak. Lean back. Keep the chest lifted and dive down to the right. And then lift back up. And to the left. And exhale, squeeze between the hip bones. Add motion if you can keep that back straight. Otherwise, you stay here. Six more. 6, 5, 4, 3. Beautiful. Think between the hip bones. Squeeze and twist. Little bitty twist. 2. Last set. Last one. And release it. Just open up the knees and just relax. Just relax for a second. Let your lower back stretch. Let everything stretch. Just a real nice relaxation right here. Just unplug. Okay, come on up. Rowing. Again, starting with the shoulders over the hips first. Press the hallux joint together. Press the knees together. Keeping that back engaged as you lean back and find where the core kicks on. And again, as soon as you start to round it, you've lost it, so come back up. Otherwise, keep the chest lifted right there from the center sternum bone. And roll back. Wrist up, wrist down. Wrist up, wrist down. Add motion Only if you can keep the back strong. Exhale, squeeze between the hip bones. 8, 7, 6, 5, keep the chest lifted. 4, squeeze between the hip bones. 3, you got this. 2, and 1, adding on. Hold the left arm still, right arm comes back. Right arm still, left arm. Alternating row. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Unplug, unplug. Put the weights on either side of your top of your mat and just let go. Beautiful. All right, let's stretch this out. Tabletop. Hands flat, under the shoulders, feet flat, hip width apart, toes are straight forward. You're parallel to the edge of your mat, lined up with your hips. Shoulders over the wrists. Fingers facing in. Unless that really bothers your wrist, then feel free to turn your hands out or back. But this is just a little bit more for the wrist. All right. Inhale, feel those 4 corners in your feet. Exhale, lift the hip bones up. You should be relatively square. You want the knees over the ankles, shoulders over the wrist, gaze is up. I don't want to see you crushing your head in. And try to lift those hips up. This is good too, but the more you can get your hips up, the more you're going to feel it. And try to stay balanced. Are you leaning one side or the other? Try to stay balanced. Inhale. Now you can either let go and just crisscross and come up, or join me as we try to walk ourselves forward and come to the balls of your feet. I'm going to grab my weight, bring it to my chest. Grab my weight, bring it to my chest. There's some balance work right there. Pressing into all fours. Use your weights as balance. Exhale, come on up. Squat, down and up. Feet lined up under the hips. Inner shoulder, patella, all the same way we started, lined up with that middle toe. 2 more. 1 more. Beautiful. Weights to the heart. Step that left foot out. Come face me, plie position. Down and up. Let's do 4. Pull up a blanket. 4. 3. We're shifting sides. 2. Delt arms. 4. Press the knees wide. 3. 2. Right hand, left ankle. Bring it down. Left arm overhead. Down. Overhead. 2 more. Down. Overhead. 1 more. This side. Left hand, right ankle. Take it down. Keep the knees bent. Keeping that plie. Right arm over. Left hand down. Right arm over. 2 more. Left hand down. Right arm over. Left hand down. And over. Beautiful. Hold the overs. Left and right. Add the legs if you care to. Straight and lift up. Plie down. Up. 4 more. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Weights to the heart, turn to the left, lunging down, putting the weights on either side of the top of the left side of your mat. Left leg is in front. Inhale, step it back, downward dog. Get your balance. Shoulders wide, plant that right foot. Left leg up. 3-legged dog. Exhale, here comes that plank. Bring the knee under the chest toward the right and twist and crunch, 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 crunch. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. Hold that plank. Come down on your left elbow gently. Right elbow gently. Hold maybe. Or now maybe. Drop the left hip and then the right. All of these are options. You don't have to do all of them. Listen to what your body needs. 4 more. 4, 3. Do what you can. And 1. Hold. And then let it go. Let's stretch it out. Oh. Unplug for just a second. 90-degree elbow. Long neck. Push the hip bones in. Coming up. Cobra. Up dog if you want to lift the thighs. Inhale. Exhale, child's pose. Stretch it out. Beautiful. Wide shoulders, wide shoulders. Stretch it out. Inhale. Downward dog. Exhale, coming up. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, step forward. Coming down to your sit bones. Second set of abs. Bringing the weights to your chest. Coming on your back. You've seen this before. Abs in all directions. Coming on your back. Your weights are going to be over your face, so get a good grip on them. And again, you don't even have to use weights. I hope you know that by now. If you've been doing this with me, you know that weights are just another thing. If you don't want to use them, you don't have to. I don't go above 5 pounds. All right. Just for a minute, the legs are over the hips, not over your face, not away from you. Keep them right there over the hips. This is point. This is flex. This is floint. It looks like a Barbie foot. I'm trying to stretch the ball of my foot up to the sky. Arms up, soft elbows. Arms overhead, right leg away. And exhale, bring it up. Left leg overhead. There you go. Fist distance under your chin the whole time. Relax the back of your neck and keep the back of your neck long. Exhale on your exertion. Exhale on your exertion. Eventually you have to inhale though. 4 more. 4 and 3. Press that navel down. 2, squeeze between the hip bones. Press those lower hips down. Changing the arms, same legs. Now take the arms out to the side. And maybe you can lift up the upper body, up to the bottom of your shoulder blades. I'm looking about halfway up my shin bone with my eyes, my gaze, when I'm not looking at the camera. Again, press the dimple part on the back of your hips? Press that into your mat, imprint it onto your mat. Exhale on your exertion. You exhale right there. 4 more. 4, 3. Feel free to stop and start. Join back in when you can. 2 and 1. Changing both legs and arms. Both weights over the left shoulder, right leg away at a diagonal. Turn the arch of the foot up and come up inner thigh, right leg. Now both weights, right shoulder, left leg out. And bring it up. Beautiful. Diagonal. Maybe you want to put your head down. Maybe you don't want to look at the weights. Try to keep yourself from rolling around. That's part of it. Is keep your torso still. Make the legs and arms do the work. Make your core do the work. Beautiful. Fist distance under your chin. 4 more. 4, squeeze between the hip bones. 3, squeeze between the hip bones. 2 and 1. Beautiful. Coming up. Last set. Legs like an L. My right leg is up. Both weights are over my right hip. And now I just squeeze between the hip bones. Squeeze between the hip bones. Squeeze. Squeeze. 4 more. 4. Energy through your feet. 3, 2, 1. Lift up. Switching side. Right leg drops. Left leg stays up. Both weights over the left hip. And just squeeze between the hip bones. Squeeze. Squeeze. Exhale. Exhale. Do not hold your breath. 4 more. 3. Energy. 2, 1. And bring everything up. And now release it. Weights off to the side. Gentle stretch here. Active hug. Say no with your neck. All right. Last. We're coming out of this, so stretch way out long. Roll up, roll down. Flex the toes back, push the big knuckle of the big toe joint together. Arms overhead, inhale. Bring the rib cage down, press that lower back into your mat. Again, imprint the hips down into the mat. Make a little window shape with your fingers, and now lift up and look at your toes through that little window and squeeze between the hip bones. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale and come up. And feel free to grab hold if you need to. Come on up. Let's do that one more time. Stretching forward. Inhale, lift. And roll it down. Feel every one of your vertebrae coming on down. Squeeze that big toe together. Squeeze it together. Fist distance under your chin. Make the window. Look at your feet. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Come on up. All the way up. Beautiful. Get the glutes out of the way. The fluff. And then reach forward. Now maybe this is it, and that's beautiful. You're stretching your hamstrings. Maybe you have to do this. That's okay too. But over time, you're going to get further and down and further down. And now push that big toe knuckle away. Pull the toes back, but push through the big toe knuckle joint away. And maybe now you decide how you want to come up. Maybe you want to come up this way. Maybe you want to come up this way. Listen to your back. Or maybe you want to come up this way. We want to make our back strong, but we don't want to hurt it, of course. All right, here comes the tabletop. Hands go back, bend the knees, hip width apart, feel the four corners of both feet. Fingers may be facing in, maybe facing out, maybe facing away. You choose what your wrists need. Exhale, lift. Try to get 90 degrees with the knees and the shoulders over the wrist. Lift the hips up. Inhale. Maybe you drop down and you just come back up however you need to get up. Or you follow me and you walk your hands to your heels. We're done with the weights. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Adjust your feet back under your hips. Surrender down. Just take a moment, maybe ragdoll. Beautiful. Coming up, modified chair. Feel the four corners. Full chair. Standing back, bend, lift. Inhale. Exhale, release it down. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. Step it back. Downward dog. We're going into our flow. Inhale. Rippling plank. Bend the knees. Come forward just like we did at the warm-up. Squeeze between the hip bones, coming up. Beautiful. One time. Now, side plank. Left knee comes to the midline of the body. Left hand under the face. Open the right side, right shoulder, right hip. Decide if you can go into full side plank. Decide if you can go into the shoulder strength, diagonal. Reaching over just one time. Beautiful. Inhale. Coming back over. Hydrant. Plant the right foot. Lift the left leg up. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale. Bring that left foot forward. Warrior feet. Lay the back foot. Come up, warrior two. Settle into it. Opening out. Feel the energy flowing out. Warrior one. Gentle twist. Just that little bit of a shift in the shoulders and the hips. Knees are 90. Peaceful warrior. Left arm stays up. Pushing into that back right blade foot. Inhale. Exhale, triangle. Tucking that hip in. reaching out to the left and coming down. Opening the right side body, staying where you need to keep that left leg as straight as possible. Looking down for balance, looking up for a challenge. Open the whole right side body. Inhale. Exhale, release. Adding on. Coming all the way up, extended angle. I'm pushing down all the way through this whole left foot, all the way up to the tippy tops of my fingertips. Inhale. Beautiful, release it down. You're going to come into that lunge on the left side and take your left leg back, three-legged downward dog. Inhale. We're coming into lizard. Exhale, you're going to bring your left foot outside of your left shoulder. Take those left toes or the ball of the left foot out to the side. Arms are to the shoulder. Beautiful. Maybe you come down on your elbows. Maybe you come down that right knee. I'm showing you different lizards. Maybe you put your right hand under your chest and you press into that left thigh away. Inhale. Exhale, release. Plant the hands back under the shoulders. Straighten that left foot straight forward. Energize this right thigh up. You're going to step the left foot back. Downward dog. Inhale. Step it back. Exhale, downward dog. Plant the right foot. Left leg comes up. Inhale. Pigeon. Left leg bends. Comes under the body. Behind the shin behind the wrists, like the number 7, but backwards. All right, my left knee is either aimed for my left armpit or slightly toward the chest. Right leg is extending back and toward the midline of the body. I'm just sort of rocking gently, never up and down, but side to side is okay, a little bit. Just to let that outer left hip, as long as you're feeling it there, you're good. Flex the left toes, protecting the left knee. Holding here is perfectly fine. If you want a little bit more, I'm going to twist my right shoulder in front of my left knee. Gently, don't force anything. Long neck. Inhale. I'm pushing into my left hand as I exhale and coming up. This next one is called meridian pose. I'm going to take my left arm and hold on to the arch of my left foot. I'm going to take my right hand and reach back and grab my right foot. My right thumb is at the big toe joint of my right inner arch. Now I'm just going to lean back and try to lift my right knee up gently. Relax the neck. Don't force this. By crisscrossing the body like this, you are really challenging your brain. Inhale. Come on up. Exhale. Use that left elbow. Come on up. Release it. Release everything. Get your balance. Use your hands. Turn yourself all the way facing this right leg. Slowly. Keep the left knee bent. Mariachiasana. A. So keep the sit bones into the mat. Sitting here like this is perfectly fine. My left foot is flat and I'm aiming it toward the middle of the hamstring of my left leg. Maybe slightly out toward the hip is fine too. If you want more, my right leg is energized, flexed. I am not locking my right knee, but I am pushing it as straight as I can get it. Left arm comes in front of my left shin and knee and aims for that right inner arch ankle. I'm getting my shoulder way in front. This is just an option. Even holding here is good. You're stretching out your hips. If you want more, bind it. I'm going to turn my shoulder under. I'm going to lift my left hand up. My right hand is going to go behind my back and grab a hold. I'll pull down toward my left hip. I'm still pressing into my left foot flat. My right leg is still active, and now I lean forward as far forward as I can. I'm thinking about my hips going back as my heart goes forward. It's not my hairline, it's my heart. Inhale. Exhale, coming up without letting go. I'm pushing back and looking up over my right shoulder. I feel my sit bones in the mat. Inhale. And slowly release the hands, slowly. And come on out of that. Sit up tall. Bull seat is the next one. Left leg comes down. Put it in the middle of the body, in the middle of your mat. Put the knee. Take the right leg over the top of that. We're going to make our legs look like water buffalo horns, bull horns, hence the name bull seat. I can hear some of you. Anyway, so here's my knee. My right knee is on top, stacked over my left as much as I can get it. Took me a long time to get to this because I had tight knees and hips. Okay, so everything is in the middle of my body, lined up. Sitting here is good. You just feel your sit bones into the mat. Or if you want a little more, you can lace your hands behind you, Kali Mudra, and lean forward. Or if you want more, take your right arm up, cow face. I'm going to grab my hands behind my back. Or you can use a strap, or a tie, or bandana, or a sweat rag. And lean forward with your heart. Again, it's not a rounding, it's a leaning. Trying to keep the back straight. Keep your mountain shape. Lean forward. If you're feeling it in your outer right hip primarily, then you're doing it correctly. Inhale. And slowly release. Let the hands come down. Slowly take your time. Coming up. Inhale. Let the shoulders stretch. And exhale. Option. You stay right here. Or you can join me, and it's called tiny package. Again, if you have outer hips that are tight, this is a game changer for me, but it's not easy. So watch me. I'm just loosening up my legs a little bit, getting them a little looser, a little wider. Now I'm going to lean over this top right shin toward the left side of my mat. Leaning forward. That's good all by itself, just doing this. Keep coming down, surrender down. Take the right arm under that right knee. Take the left arm behind your back, and then let your head come down. And don't fight it. Just relax and breathe. Inhale. Release the hands first, and then use them to help you come up because your hips are really long right now. Don't try to just come up. It'll be bad. Beautiful. Feel your sit bones coming out of this. Dancing angel. I'm going to take my left hand and grab the outside edge of my right foot. My right hand goes back. I turn and extend. Inhale. As I lean back, I put my right hand by my right thigh, hip, plant that left foot, shifting your weight, coming out of it. Coming into the knee. Beautiful. Right hand, half moon. Put your right hand at about 1 o'clock. Straighten the legs. Get your balance first and begin lifting the left leg. Now the left hip. Flex the left foot. As you lift that left foot, I put my hand back here just to get my balance. Lift the side of that back left foot up. Lead with your big toe, the left big toe toward the ceiling as you flex that foot. Feel this in the side of the hip. Beautiful. Inhale. Maybe the arm goes up. Lengthen. Engage the core. Lengthen. Left hand comes down. Slowly step the left foot back. And come on up. Preparing for pyramid. Right leg is in front. Inhale. Shoulders square to the top of the mat, coming down. Again, one of the things with running, our hamstrings get really, really tight, which then messes up our lower back. Beautiful. Inhale. Step both feet forward, forward fold. Inhale. Step back, downward dog. Beautiful. Starting with rippling plank. Bend the knees, come forward. Exhale between the hip bones, come up. Modified side plank, right leg bends. Right hand under the face. Left arm, left shoulder, left rib cage up. Decide if you want to go into full side plank. Here we go. Decide if you want to do the diagonal. Left arm over the head, reach away, bend the knees, and go into the diagonal. Beautiful. Adding on. Inhale, exhale, coming around. Plant the left foot. Right leg goes up. Hydrant. Take that right leg over toward the left side. Exhale, throw that right leg under into warrior feet. Come on up, warrior 2. 90-degree front knee. Open the hips. Shoulders over the hips. Inhale. Warrior 1. Square the shoulders to the front. Little twist into the hip and shoulders. Shoulder blades down, mountain. Inhale. Exhale, peaceful. Right arm stays up. Extend, stretch, reach up. Inhale. Triangle. Exhale. Kick that right hip in. Reach the right arm out. Come on down. Find out where you need to be in order to keep that right leg straight. And open the left side body, left rib, left hip. Pressing into all 4 corners of both feet, opening out the hips. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, bringing it down. We're going into that lizard. Planting the hands, taking the right foot back into downward dog. Get your balance. Plant the left foot, right leg comes up. Bring the right foot outside of the shoulder area of your mat, of your shoulder. And now take the right ball of the foot out to the side. So your foot's angled out. You can stay here. You can come on your elbows. You can come down that left leg. You can plant your left hand under your face, under your chest. Lift that left thigh up and maybe come back or press wide into that right thigh. Inhale, moving on. Exhale, hands back under the shoulders. Straighten your right toes out. Inhale, step it back, downward dog. Exhale. Get your balance as you bring your right leg up again. Pigeon. Exhale, bring it under. Pigeon. Shin behind your wrists. Right knee is aimed either toward the right armpit or toward the center of the heart. Flexing the right toes, pressing gently down into that right pinky toe. Left leg is back toward the midline of the body. I'm just gently walking a little bit side to side as my right hip stretches. Shoulders are square. You can stay here, or you can join me as I'm going to put my left shoulder in front of my right knee, a twist toward the right. Inhale, get long. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Don't force it. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Relax your neck. Inhale. Use that right hand. Exhale, push into the mat, coming up slowly, slowly, slowly. Meridian pose. Right hand comes toward the right arch along the shin. Left hand reaches back, grabs the ball of the left foot in the arch. My thumb is toward the left big toe. As I hold on to my feet, my arches, I lean back and the left knee comes up. Don't force it. Relax your neck. Inhale. Exhale, release. Slowly. Plant the hands for balance. Sit on that right hip as you come all the way around. Facing the left leg. Right knee is bent. Mariachiyasana. A. Right foot is in all four corners, sitting up tall. Heel, foot lined up with the hamstring of the right leg or maybe toward the right hip area. Right arm reaches in front of the the right knee and aims for the left inner arch. That's good. Just staying right here. Okay? If you want more, I'm going to get my right arm underneath, reaching back. Left hand comes behind my back. Relax your neck. Again, feel the four corners of this right foot. Energy through that left. I'm pulling the toes back. I'm not locking the knee, but I am actively straightening my left leg. And I'm leaning forward, trying to get my sternum, my heart, toward my left inner thigh. Don't strain it too hard though. Inhale. No striving. Willingness over willpower. Now I'm sitting back and I'm looking over my left shoulder. I'm trying to keep my right leg up, vertical. Inhale and release. Beautiful. Slowly. Let everything come back to normal. Bull seat. Right leg is going to come down. And bring that knee toward the midline of your mat and the midline of your body. Left leg is on top. Stack the knees as much as you can, one on top of the other, to where your knee, feet, shin make they look like a water buffalo or a bull head. The boss of a bull, the wildebeest. Okay? Flexing the feet to protect the knees. You can sit forward and lean forward as you feel your sit bones, your hip bones down into the mat. That's good. You can Kali Mudra behind your back and lean forward. That's good. Or if you want to, you can take your left arm up now. Cow face. Reach back, grab a hold, maybe use a strap, maybe use a bandana, maybe use a sweat rag. Some people, I've seen people use their shirt or their ponytails. Come on down and lean forward. Let the hips stretch. Inhale, slowly coming up. Try to push against the floor, not using your back so much. Release the hands down. Slowly bring them up. Let the shoulders slowly coming back into their original alignment. It's a big shoulder stretch as well as an outer hip. Beautiful. All right, sitting there, just recovering is fine. Or if you want to come with me to tiny package, I'm just loosening up my hips and legs a little bit. Now I'm going to lean my body over this left shin toward the right side of my mat. This is good. You're going to feel this in the outer left hip, upper hip. Or now I'm going to get my left arm under my left knee, get way down, surrendering down over this foot. Right arm goes behind my back, then just calm down. And hold, breathe. I hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale. Release your hands first, and then come on up. Once you feel your sit bones again, dancing angel, right hand, left foot, grab a hold gently, sitting up, push the foot away, twist toward the left. Feel that shift from you're pushing your right hip forward and your left hip back. Right shoulder forward, left shoulder back. Inhale. Plant that left hand by your left hip, left thigh. Bring the right foot out, get it flat. Exhale, come on up. Follow it all the way up. Left hand coming into half moon. Put that left hand at about 10 o'clock. Lift the hips. As you get your balance, use your hands. Shift your weight onto that left leg. Begin to lift the right leg. Flex the toes back. Lift that right hip. I put my hand on the sacrum bone, just get it out of the way. And keep lifting this right leg higher. Flex the right foot. Lifting the right big toe up. Open the right shoulder, right rib cage, right hip. And then maybe the right arm. And now engage the core and lengthen. Lift and lengthen. Inhale. Hands come down. Exhale. Get your balance. Step the foot back. And push the floor away. Come on up. Beautiful. Now we're going into the final 4. If you have issues with the left side of your body, you're going to put your left leg first, forward first. If you have no issues with your lower back necessarily, other than just general tension, use of back, whatever, or if you're like me and you have more pain and achiness on the right side, you're going to follow me, and we're going to do the right leg forward first. Okay, so left side, left back, left foot first, right side, right back, right foot first. All right, coming to downward facing dog. All right, whichever side of the back, lead with that leg. So I'm going to lead with my right side, my right leg, coming forward into crescent lunge. Everything comes forward. Shoulders, hips, feet. Getting into the ball of the back foot. Maybe you have to bend the knee, that's fine. Hips are level. Maybe. But no, hips are level. Maybe you take your arms up. That's what I meant to say. Maybe you Kali Mudra. Maybe. Shoulders down. Maybe you lift that front heel and take the shoulders further back. Hold. 8, 7, 6, 5. Hips level, 3, 2, inhale. And bring the arms down with control. Half a step. Step back, downward dog. Switching sides. Whichever leg you started with, go to the other one. So now my left leg is coming forward. Coming up, crescent. Shoulders, hips, feet. Achilles, ball of the foot. Hips level. Arms up maybe. Kali Mudra maybe. Heel up, lean back maybe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, inhale, and release. Half a step. Downward dog. Exhale. Yoga squat. Inhale. Exhale. Step the feet about halfway up and get the pinky toe joint and the malleus bone lined up on the edge on both sides of your mat first. And then look and make sure that your toes are parallel. Okay, now take just the ball of the foot. Don't move the heel. Just the ball of the foot and angle it out. Now take the hips back behind the knees. Maybe you hold on to a weight. Maybe you hold on to a door or a countertop or a chair. Or maybe you get a partner and you lock arms. And I'm getting my forearms into the inner knee, thigh area of my legs, and then I'm using that to help me lift up and find my mountain in my back. Straighten out the back as my sacrum bone drops even further down into the pelvic bowl of my hips. Big time stretch here. Flare out your toes. Now push just the big toe down and leave the little toes up. Switch. All toes up, now little toes down, big toes up. Up, everything up, beautiful. Inhale. Coming out of it, do not lift up. Do not lift up, do not round your back. Bring double fist under your hips, reach back behind your hips, and now lift up. Now walk that double fist right under your face and bring your feet to either side of the fist. That is hip width apart in your bones. We want your bones lined up. Parallel, parallel, like you're on a railroad track. Hands behind, back here on your hip. Or maybe you can Kali Mudra and get a good shoulder stretch one more time. Relax your head. You're almost done. Beautiful. Inhale. Softly coming up with it from the shoulders. Do not round your back. Do not round your back. Squeeze between the hip bones. Come up from the shoulders. Lifting up. Remember, it's a process. We're in the process. Shoulders down the back. Last move, standing camel. Feel the four corners of your feet. Push your hips forward. Reach your hands down your back. Shoulders blades down your back. Think of a string from your heart straight up to heaven. Lord, we thank you for the process. Keep bending your body back over an imaginary beach ball. No wrinkles in your neck. Reach back. Your arms continuing to go down the backs of your thighs. Inhale. And now from the bottom rib, exhale and come up. And release. Standing right there. In standing Shavasana. Just breathing, just being aware, feeling the sensations. What is my vision of God's purpose for me? Whatever it may be, His purpose is for me to depend on Him and on His power now. If I can stay calm, faithful, and unconfused while in the middle of the turmoil of life, the goal of the purpose of God is being accomplished in me. God is not working toward any particular finish. His purpose is the process itself. What He desires for me is that I see Him walking on the sea. No shores, no success, no goal in sight, but simply having the absolute certainty that everything is all right because I see Him walking on the sea. Mark 6:49. It is the process, not the outcome, that is glorifying to God. Now you can stay where you are, or you can join me as I breathe in faith that He gives me. He gives me the ability to even believe, and I thank Him for that. And because I have faith, I can trust Him. I trust. And because I have faith, and because I trust, I breathe in the fact, it's a fact, that I am no longer being conformed to the image of this world, but I am being transformed by the renewing of my mind, Romans 12:2. And because I have faith, and because I can trust, and because I am being transformed by the power of the Holy Spirit living within me as a follower of Jesus Christ, I can now go out and live in His power and His purpose through his ability in me to love others, to love myself, to take glory from the process, just being with him. And it's in Jesus' name I pray. Jay Missy, thank you for doing this. This was a hard practice. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of us. Have a good day. Jay Missy.